Ugh. My question today is presumptuous, and it's self-flattering, and it also assumes something of you. But I'll ask it. The question is, what's your idea? Right, your idea. What is it? Okay, so while I was in Canada, every day at lunch we would have a group discussion. Somebody would ask a question, and then we would all talk about that one thing. And every at multiple times, certain people would always introduce the same idea, even if the question was completely different. They would still introduce the same idea. And I was talking with Clark about it, and he was just saying, well, yeah, that's really that's their idea, or that's a question that they have that's they contextualize everything around that question, or everything that all they everything they ask is in the context of that question. And I asked Clark what was my question, and he said, I don't think you have one, or I don't, or what was my topic, and he was like, I don't think you haven't had one, not in the lunch discussions. Thursday, Wednesday, remember a couple of years ago when we would meet a lot at tournaments and discuss ideas. It always seemed to me that Wednesday you had this idea of love, and Thursday you had this idea of truth. And maybe that's changed. I think that has changed. At least for you, Thursday, I think that's changed. But anyway, I always associated those ideas, or at least those words and the ideas associated with those words, with you. So that's two levels of association. But you know what I mean. So anyway, I would say, well, truth, that's Thursday's idea, or Thursday has thought about that. That's Thursday's question. Lately, I've been asking myself, what's my question, or what is the idea that I contextualize everything by? There are two ideas that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and those two ideas are humility and art. And just because I've been thinking on those subjects a lot lately, it doesn't mean that they're my question, though. And I don't know. I don't know why I have this curiosity to discover what my question is, but I feel like it would be interesting to know. Quote of the day comes from T.S. Eliot's, you can't see that, T.S. Eliot's The Four Quartets. Thank you, Thursday. I was like, I haven't responded yet. Happy Christmas. If I don't write a letter before then, that gets to you. Let's see. Do not let me hear of the wisdom of old men, but rather of their folly, their fear of fear and frenzy, their fear of possession, of belonging to another or to others or to God. The only wisdom we can hope to acquire is the wisdom of humility. Humility is endless. That's from the poem East Coker. I think it's Coker. That's from the poem East Coker, and the passage before it is talking about how the wisdom of old men changes or becomes useless. How we learn to master words only for things that we no longer need to express. How our wisdom becomes obsolete. But the wisdom of humility is endless, and the only wisdom worth learning is humility. I think that's great, and it ties in very well with some other things I've read by Soren Kierkegaard and Andrew Murray. I guess I'm not really asking you what your idea is. And I'm not really asking you what my idea is either. I'm asking myself what my idea is in front of a camera. So if you take anything from this video, it is ask yourself what your idea is. Or ask yourself if there's any value in knowing what your idea is. That's all.